And we are back in Outer Wilds. Music always got me tearing up. Well, it's a good thing then that I don't stay long in the menu. We wake up on today's loop. Alright, so, plan for today. Actually, I have a couple things on my list. First of all, I hope no one is mad that I haven't really talked to any NPCs in a good while. Honestly, just exploring the different planets is more interesting to me. But that, I mean, I've talked to Rebag, but I haven't really gone back around the village and talked to everyone and checked if they have like new dialogue options. I'll probably do that eventually, just not right now because. Well, Matt, do what you want. You are so gracious. Alright, but you know, also talking to the people who hypothetically will someday watch this on YouTube. Hope you're not mad. But yeah, exploring the solar system is way more interesting to me right now. So, plan for the day. As you can see on the title of the stream, we have more than 2 planets in this solar system. Who would have thought? So yeah, we'll definitely check these out. I feel I want to do the twins first, just because for some probably stupid ass reasons smaller planets don't feel as intimidating. And then we're gonna go, if we completely finish that today, depending on that, or if something happens and for some reason Giant Steep, I always want to say Helm Steep, I'm so sorry. I always have to look up the name so I don't say it wrong. If Giant Steep becomes suddenly incredibly interesting, then we'll go there. Before that, I have 2 other things I want to check out. One is the kind of like the satellite that we briefly checked out towards the end of last stream. And then we have kind of this thingamajig circling around the sun. I would like to try and check that out. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So I'd like to get as close as possible, so I don't have to go super far. You know, with the suit. But I'm also a little worried that I don't have the autopilot on now. Let me... Okay, no. I guess I'm too close for the autopilot. Okay. If our ship gets lost, then it just gets lost. That's what happens. Okay, that's identified. I always have to remember that you really have to... Oh, information. Down. Like you always have to counter your movements in space. because otherwise you get yeeted in one direction. A little more. Okay. Gabber here, checking in on the deep space satellite per ground control's request to check out a possible equipment problem. See Hornfills? I do too work. Took you a month to learn the names? I'm not gonna waste that much time. That's why I have my notes. You know, I wouldn't mind being a satellite. It's peaceful out here, among the distant stars and the soft velvety darkness. But it's awfully nice for naps too. Alright, the lens. Alright, little satellite, let's see what the trouble is. Huh? Everything looks okay, ground control. No dust or scratches on the lens, and no evidence of sparking or violent explosions. Guess that rules out an equipment malfunction after all. Hear that, pal? You're in great shape. Keep up the good work out here. A little closer. Amazing deep space satellite. Oh my god, this is so redneck engineering. What happens if I bump into it, huh? Good morning, Cassie. Welcome in. Okay, careful movements, careful movements, careful movements. Okay, so anything else I can do here? I mean, the lamp is red. Like, is that intended? Kinda also having an eye on my oxygen, of course. Okay, and I'm also not seeing really much here other than the recording. And yeah, I can see my ship drifting away, so I should probably not spend too much time here. Okay, I mean, it didn't show me anything else to interact with so far. Yeah, and oxygen. Yeah, it's getting low. Just a little bit of contact damage. It's fine. Alright, that was that. Then the other thing I wanted to check out was that thingy-majiggy that circled the sun. That was my ship giving me a hug. It just loves me. here kind of this thing is. I mean, it would be interesting to catch that. If I even can. That's too close, that's too close, that's too close to the sun. Flying too close to the sun, that's for sure. Or at least very close to the sun. Oh, okay. I was planning to kind of position my ship in a way that I would be able to hop onto that thing that goes around the sun. But yeah. Now I'm toast. Interesting. I do hear, I mean, maybe it's just my imagination, but I don't think it is. I do hear a slight difference in the way we draw our first breath when waking up. Like, this was a very surprised one. And I feel like the deaths where we basically ran out of air or suffocated or something were really ones, you know? I mean, it's not the first time that happened. But I think it's the first time, like, this time it wasn't intentional. Like, I think the other one time or two times I flew into the sun, it was very much intentional. And, by the way, that's a nice touch. If I am correct in my observation, and we do actually have... Nothing happened. And we do have... different... like different first breaths depending on how the previous loop ended. Okay. So I am here. Amazing. I mean, okay, so this thing should circle on this line. So if I just position myself somewhat close to that line. Stop, 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 stop. Don't get closer, don't get closer, don't get closer, don't get closer. Backwards, 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 backwards. Full speed back. Or kind of speed back. I kind of don't want my ship to get sucked into it, you know? You know what? I'll engage the autopilot. Damn it! I want... Why can I not get... Jeepah! Welcome! No! Damn it! Bye! Okay. That was not the plan. This might be my death. And I'm getting too close to the sun again. Fuck you. Damn it! Okay, you know what? 2 tries is enough. Okay, I really would have liked to try that and to get up there. But it's either impossible or just extremely, extremely hard. Okay. Okay. Now the question is with you two. Oh. Oh, no, not Brittle Hollow. Why am I so close to this fucking... Don't tell me I'm... Why? Is the gravitational pull of the sun so massive? Oh, also Gio, I think I haven't answered your question. How did you like the game? Pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoy it. Other than getting toasted on a regular basis right now. That's a little unfortunate. The Ash Twin, Ember Twin. I'm a little uncertain how well the autopilot will work here, and I just hope... Nope, looks like we're colliding with the Ash... Oh, maybe not. Okay, looks reasonably good. I mean, I see something on the Ash Twin there, so don't you worry. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine. Okay, but no official damage. Officially, we didn't take damage. Alright. Nothing new from that deep space radio recording, really? Interesting. Maybe I have to go back to the radio station first. Ah, look at that. What are you doing? Okay, yeah, so I feel like I've been here before, because here is exactly. Here's this thingy. The Sunless City? Okay. High energy lab. Okay, that's what we are technically looking for. It looks like the door's busted. Rami, note. This door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the White Hole station. That traveling, like warping back, has you losing, like basically traveling back in time. Is that what they're talking about? Rami and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. An update. The High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help or even just observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Okay. I'm aware that this is not the Sunless City. Okay, what happens? Alright, a little ouchy. Noted. We have another teleporter. Oh, wait. This looks like it might connect us to Timber Hearth. And another vessel. With another escape pod, I'm sure. Okay. Anona, we need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Russ. Or Ruse. Probably Russ. Our escape pod's passengers are afraid, but physically well, Anona. Everyone survived the crash. This is a relief, at least. You have my gratitude. Burr, Were you able to find the other escape pods' distress signals? You can hear both signals somewhere in the star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. We already know that they did in fact not crash on the same planet. Okay, begin flight log. Escape pod 2. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Launching escape pod 3. Now launching escape pod 2. Alert, collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. External temperature is prohibitively high. Verdict inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet surface. Getting too close to the sun, I guess. Yo, okay. Melloray. The heat from the star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show is a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter, Nona. But these passengers are a maze. I'll have to be careful with my oxygen. I might actually run out. Even with this danger, they are still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. And be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Emergency escape hatch. Keep moving, friends. There's nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. And while these rocks are interesting, they can wait until a less urgent time. Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Colliers and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. Okay. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct long-term shelter there. The cavern Melloray found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not follow yourself. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand, and make sure no one is lost. Okay, I guess I will go for the path to the shelter and hope I can find oxygen there. The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted. To follow the instructions ahead closely. Almost dropped down completely. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sand fall at the pit. Then turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. I'm not sure I have enough oxygen for this, guys. Until central on the pit, then turn left. Here to climb up. Okay. The sand here is rising, so you must be cautious but swift. Okay, sand and left. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge, Miller, and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. It's gone. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it and you will reach the shelter site. Okay, a tunnel behind fallen sand. Jesus Christ. Blech! Yeah, I know. Yep, that's today, huh? Like, I don't even know where I have to... There. Come on, give me a boost. Give me... Yeah, that's it. Awesome. Damn, that sucks. Heck, this got me. Yeah, see? When we die of suffocation, we have a really first breath. Which is what I wanted to prove, so everything was super intentional. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure I'll go there again. Just want to know that my ship stands probably on the ground, which I don't think it does. Okay. This feels good now. Okay. Let's try that again, huh? At least try something again. I did see a bridge. Okay, going a different path because the last one killed us. Okay, so this is also just leading back to the shuttle, I guess. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Milleray, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Well, where was young Coleus lost, Milleray? He disappeared in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine the sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. I had a limited supply of air, Anona. I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lakebed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Oh, now that fucking rock is back, or what? What did I hit there? Are you kidding me? Oh, hey bitches, I found some trees. Unidentified signal nearby. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I thought. At least I have oxygen. Hey look, it's Space Humpty Dumpty. Goodness, it's you! Hello! I take it your first launch went well then. Yeah, that was totally my thirst today. And the first 3 totally didn't land me fried by the sun. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins! My descent now. What are you up to? Pointfellas asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know? Bruh. You are telling me you are out here, sent here to observe astronomical events. And you don't fucking see the astronomical event of the interloper getting closer and closer to the sun with every rotation and being about to crash into it in approximately 15 minutes? You fucking idiot! They're just egg. I'm gonna crack you open. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye or 4 on the stars and maybe you'll spot one yourself. I see one back there. I want to come back later today and then see how many supernova you've seen today, okay? Tell me, what can I do for you? I found something. I found actually a lot of things, but I found I found something. Please do tell. I found your notes about the Alorog's main crater. Did you? I hope they were useful. I don't even remember what the note said. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid, or just partially made of ice, like a much colder giant steep. It's hard to say. It used to be the 5th planet in our solar system. You'll notice, of course, that there's no such planet now. In its place is dark bramble, which, how to put this, grew into the space the 5th planet used to occupy. That is, dark bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the 5th planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely and its shards were flung across space. Some of these shards collided with the celestial bodies in our solar system, such as the Alorog, which I believe is how its biggest crater was formed. Goodness, it's you! Hello! Oh, yeah, questions for you. How do I know if I spot a supernova? Supernovae look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespan, which is why it's so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. What are you doing out here? Right now I'm documenting stars. Hornfells noted our star charts were out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornfells either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky? It's on one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's on the mine ship. You'll find the Maya ruins across the twins, but strangely not a single settlement. Bet you just haven't looked. Believe me, there was one to see. I've seen it with my little scout. Bet it's underground. So where did they live? Not on the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. Yeah, I bet you already know it. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin, and did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Okay. Just saying hi. Watch out for falling sand, okay? I've had to dig myself out once or twice, and that's not half as fun as it sounds. It truly isn't. Okay, so that's your ship over there. Okay, this is of course not a lake bed, this is filling with sand. I don't really have an intention to go down into the drip sand. Or trick sand, I should say. Gonna skip that sand. Okay, so how far does that... Okay. Okay, so this shit fills more than I actually thought it would. Cool. Yeah, okay. No. Where's your fuel supply? Oh, there. What suppose he's going and respecting Piss Rock? We respect that, of course. Making sure there's nothing up there. Okay, and I saw the escape pod. Okay, and I can at least refuel my oxygen here. I mean, I guess I can also have a little look. Oh yeah, we're definitely already on collision course. Yeah, time's almost up. Okay. So probably won't get much done today. Okay, that's where I went down. Yeah, that was the lab. Okay, and where did it say to the Sunless City? It's here, right? Yeah, 300 meters apparently. But I mean, yeah, I guess not today. I mean, maybe I should get to my ship then and try and land on the Ash Twin. And damn, we're close to the sun. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah. Let's just be quick. We don't care if our landing is messy. Let's just be quick. I mean, it's questionable if we even get anything today. Oh. This looks like a teleport. Oh, and that Nomai. Wow. But it's like the first time we have... Hey Theo, welcome in. It's like the first time we have actual bodies and not just skeletons. pretty cool. Oh, and a little bit of reading. Okay, some time has passed since I checked in with UPI. How are you and the idea progressing with the sun station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. You know, I don't find that funny. Hypothesis, time spent away from the station would be beneficial to both. And it was so unfair. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. Welcome back from Pitchfork, Rosie Posey. Look. It was interesting to see, like, actual Nomai. Like, so far we've only seen skeletons. It was just interesting.